Well, not the stream I wanted to be doing, not the stream that I intended on doing after today, but the Boston Celtics fall short to the New York Knicks in Game One, thanks to I would say, a Jason Tatum brick house masterclass, like, and a masterclass from Joe Mazzulla, who decided to write on his tactic board, let's chuck up some threes. Let's play safe. Let's play to let's play down to competition. Let's live and die by the three. The Knicks are in foul trouble. We don't have to worry about that. We can just shoot threes and we'll be fine. Let's take our foot off the gas, and we have game one locked. We have game one in the bag. Turns out that plan has completely backfired, and the Celtics lose game one by 3 points. I want to know, Justin. Obviously, welcome back, bro, and thanks for coming on again. Thanks for taking the time off your. Well, I don't want to say miserable night because you're. I mean, I'm sure you've got a lot going on.
I'm not worried.
The message should be I'm not worried. But my only worry is if we lose game two now. That's my biggest concern. If we lose game two now, then is the season pretty much done? Because I don't know if we're gonna go to New York and steal one. But if we can, because we're the road dogs this year. But are we gonna go to New York and steal one or two? We have to win, mind you, bro. We have to win all two. We have to win these next three games in a row, and I think we will do it. I think we can. But let's talk about today's game. Obviously, I don't want to I don't want to talk about the season's over. I don't want to say that it's not over. Obviously, it's overreaction. But let's talk about today's game as a whole. Like that was a complete calamity from the Celtics in the fourth quarter. You saw my comment on Jesse's live stream. Shout out Jesse. Yeah, I don't know if he's home. I'll send him the link if he wants to come on. Yeah, but that was just a complete embarrassing. Like it was a complete embarrassment down the stretch, man. The Knicks pretty much played basketball, and the Celtics built a brick house in the fourth quarter. That's all I can say. Like the Celtics pretty much just settled for what very very less. They settled for so less today, right? Up 20, 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. You take your foot off the gas. You then make your rotations. You have Luke Cornett, Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser. I don't know why them three are on the court together at the same time. That does not make sense to me, right? But what's the solution? We're missing 3 pointers. We're just gonna shoot. The Celtics are 15 and 60 from from downtown today. 15 and 60 from downtown today. And that, right, just tells you everything you need to know that the Celtics just did not come and play in that second half today. We did all our work in the first half up until with 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter, and we just gave away the game. We threw away the game. That's all I can say for now. But Justin, I want to know your thoughts because obviously I'm fuming. I'm really really upset. And the Celtics fan section, the Celtics comments, right? In the comments on the Celtics official Instagram page, yeah, on the final score, right? You've seen the reaction from the fans. They know we completely threw this game away. They were so scared to drive to the paint. They were so scared to attack the basket. But I want to know your thoughts, bro. I've said my thoughts, and I just want to know. You can give me your lengthy rant or lengthy, opinions on the Celtics. And how you hope you're doing well, bro.
I'm not gonna rant. That's the thing. I'm not going to rant.
Fair enough. You don't have to. I'm not worried either.
Here's the thing. I don't really read comments from the Celtics page after games, win or lose, because Celtics social media is a garbage fire anyways.
I hear it. It's a toxic place.
Now, Akoven, you watched the game. I listened to the game.
Sorry to interrupt you. 6 a.m. in the morning here in Thailand. I had to wake up for this game, by the way. Just saying.
Okay. It, where was Kristaps?
apparently he's ill.
Okay, ill. Okay, ill. And he started the game. Okay.
From Porzingis has been so weak.
Where was Sam Hauser?
Didn't turn up.
Apparently from what Sean Grandy said. Okay, shout out to I have to shout out Sean Grandy here because he's been killing it on Celtics radio over here in Boston. He twisted his ankle to start the second half.
He did, but even then, he was dreadful.
Why play him in the second half?
When did he twist his ankle? Was it first half that he twisted his ankle?
No, second half.
No, I know he had the knee collision with was it OG Anunoby?
Like I said, I didn't watch the game. I listened to the game, so I don't know what they saw.
Okay.
But yes, I think that's what Sean Grandy said, that he did something like that. But moral of the story: who is the MVP for the Knicks in tonight's game in your opinion?
Oh.
And I have a reason of why I'm asking this after you give me the name.
I'm not gonna say Jalen Brunson. I'm not, because I think that's the most obvious choice.
It's OG, right?
I'm not gonna go OG. I'm gonna give it to Josh Hart. Because Josh Hart on that glass is a demon. He's a demon on the offensive board. Really and truly, bro, Josh Hart is not that. He's a dog. I'll be honest. He is a top player.
Mm-hmm. More of the story of why I asked is, you cannot, and I swear to motherfucking God, you cannot give the Knicks, who are down by 20 points, and they were already packing their bags for New York for Game 3, a chance to come back from 20 points and beat you in your own garden, in your own home. And you know what? I'm gonna steal a line from Joe Murray of 98.5 The Sports Hub that Jesse was listening to on his way home. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were so fucking disappointing. They disappeared at the end of. They disappeared throughout the second half, and they disappeared throughout overtime. Am I worried about the rest of this team? No. Am I worried about Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown? Yes. Why? Because if we lose game 2 and they shit the bed, guess what, Ikevan? You might as well say that this season is over, because we are not gonna win the next 2 games in New York just to bring this back for game 5 down up tied 2-2. Jesse says we are. I don't think we will.
No, I still think because we are the road dogs, right? And we are the best team on the road in the NBA this year. I still think we can go to New York and win 2 games. But I'm not gonna sweat. I'm not gonna today. I'll just be honest with you, bro. The Celtics got really lazy. And from where I say lazy is because they thought being up 20 against the Knicks several times this year already. Do you know how many times they've blown out the Knicks this year? 3 times. They've blown out the Knicks 3 times already this year. I'll give you one example. Takes me back to February 20 something. Yeah, the Celtics played the Knicks at TD Garden. They were up by 27 points, and the Knicks cut it to 4 points. The exact same thing happened today, but the Knicks just took control and won the game in that fourth. We got lucky to go overtime. By the way, we got very lucky to go overtime. However, we gave ourselves overtime. In fact, the Knicks should have just won it in regular time. The Knicks should have just won it in regular time. I genuinely like it. What baffles me so much is like the Celtics missed 4 threes in a row. The next thing they do, let's hit more threes. Because if one falls, then more will. But guess what? One fell and more bricked.
Okay, I got the but. Okay,
Sorry,
be, before you continue, I got the box score from today's game.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown, 44 minutes, 23 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds. Okay, the blame's not on Jaylen Brown for this one. I take it back. The blame is not on Jaylen Brown for this one. Drew Holiday, 38 minutes, 16 points. Okay, there's a low blame for that one. There's a low blame for that one.
He was good defensively. Apart from offensively, well, he was actually the guy that forced us overtime. Like,
yeah.
He was got the bucket.
But there's a low blame. There's a low blame on that one for him. Kristaps, 12 minutes, 0 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds.
I need to have a conversation about posting this with you in a bit, but continue reading the box score, bro.
Jason Tatum, 44 minutes, 23 points, 6 assists, 16 rebounds. All those were in the first half.
Terrible.
All those were in the first half.
Jason Tatum did not score a single bucket in the fourth quarter.
Derek White.
He scored 1 3 in the third, and that was it.
Yep. Derek White, 44 minutes, 19 points, 2 assists, 11 rebounds. Okay, that's the stars. You want to hear the bench?
Yeah. The bench has been playoffs, by the way, just to interrupt you there. They've been very.
Yeah, I agree. Al Horford, 34 minutes, 7 points.
That's not good enough.
Luke Cornett, 17 minutes. Luke Cornett, 17 minutes, 4 points.
He was in foul trouble, to be fair. I don't like Luke Cornett that much, but he was in foul trouble. He had 4 fouls in the third, so he had to go off.
Oh, 6th man of the year, 24 minutes, 13 points.
4.
Okay, that's the Celtics.
I expect at least 17, 18 points off the bench from a 6th man of the year who's been unbelievable, who's been not even more than underwhelming.
Oh, I agree. Here's the Knicks. I'm gonna go stars, and I'm gonna go bench for the Knicks as well.
Sure.
OG Anunoby, 45 minutes, 29 points. Is it Mikal?
Mikal, yeah.
51 minutes, 8 points. Jalen Brunson, 43 minutes, 29 points.
Don't let those 8 points fool you. The guy was very, very good in the fourth.
Yes. Yes. Brunson, he was tied with OG for points, 29 points.
OG was really, really good. Bro, bro, fucking hell. OG Anunoby, this is a guy that always turns up against Boston, you know? I will never forget, bro, in the bubble, the guy hit the game winner on us. For the Toronto Raptors. I will never forget that.
Yeah.
I thought that was done, bro. I thought we had all the big men on the court. We're going to block this for sure. Man scored with 0.8 left to go. I was like, no way. No way.
Actually, I'm looking at the bench now. There's nothing really much to go over. So I'm just gonna finish off with the starters here.
Yeah.
Josh Hart, 45 minutes, 14 points, and then Karl Anthony Towns, 31 minutes, 14 points.
How many boards did Josh Hart have?
11 rebounds.
Fuck. You see, that's what I've been saying, bro. This guy's a dog on the offensive glass and the defensive glass. He's a top rebounder. He is. And that's what the Celtics lacked today. We lacked rebounds. Derek White had to come out clutch in that fourth. He had to make a big rebound for us to go to overtime, or at least for us to get a chance. And guess what we did again, bro? We chucked up a 3 and ruined the whole damn fucking play.
Yeah. So after reading all of that, both Celtics and the Knicks, I'm gonna give the blame to 3 people tonight. 3 people tonight.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday. Peyton Pritchard.
I wouldn't put Drew Holiday on this, obviously.
Okay, fine. Not Drew. Well, okay.
Because he was good defensively, bro. The Brunson misses in the fourth were on Drew Holiday. He was really quiet.
Okay, then let me switch out Drew for Kristaps. How about that?
Okay, Kristaps Porzingis, facts. I need to ask you a question about him as well, but finish what you're saying.
Al Horford and Peyton Pritchard. Those are my 3 people that I'm gonna blame tonight.
I love Al Horford, yeah. And I hear your point about Al Horford, but I don't want to blame him today because I'll tell you why. He was being forced to play extra minutes because Porzingis had to sit out because of an apparent illness, right?
Okay,
And
okay, and I get that, but Al Horford's been doing that all season long, and he's been doing better when Kristaps is out.
fair enough. I hear you. I hear you.
But speaking of Kristaps, what was your question about Kristaps?
I need to ask you about Kristaps Porzingis. Yeah, do you think this season is done? It's his last year? And also, what do you think has been up with Porzingis? Yes, he's come back from an injury, but the guy has just been missing games constantly missing games, just not turning up when the Celtics need him the most. And
If this report from Shams is true,
what do you say?
Kristaps, and unfortunately I'm gonna have to put his name into this trade because he did say if Kristaps goes, I go. If Kristaps is done, so is Drew.
Really? You think Drew Holiday is gone as well?
Yes, I do.
Wow. Because the Celtics are gonna have a massive wage bill, or they're gonna have to pay off the wage bill in like what 2 years? I think in like you said 2 years. Is the wage bill due in 2 years?
This is the second year of Drew and Kristaps, so I think this is it. I think that's it because Grandy even said on the broadcast. We know it's coming. It's inevitable. So yes, Kristaps and Drew are done. If this report is true,
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, we should not trade away Drew Holiday. Porzingis maybe fine. I get it, but Drew Holiday, in my opinion, should stay.
no, I get that, but he did come out on a press conference during the season saying like, if Kristaps is gone, so am I.
Because he knows that he's gonna get traded, or does he want to leave because he.
I don't know. I just know is wherever he said wherever Kristaps go, I go.
My question is, who are we gonna go and get and replace Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis? Because I know we shouldn't be talking about that yet. I know it's still game one. I know we're kind of overreacting in that sense, but we can talk about who we're gonna go replace later on, anyways. But let's talk about today's game more so. Have you watched a bit of the highlights yet? Have you seen a bit of the game a bit? Have you watched at least some parts of the game? Because the
I,
Knicks went on a 30-9 run, I think, to come
oh,
back.
trust me, I know. Because when I was done playing Mario Kart, I watched the highlights on YouTube, so I know.
Bro, third quarter, 20 points up. That was
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I really don't really want to watch the national TV broadcast because they're all negative about the Celtics.
bro. I'll kid you not. Yeah, you make such a good point about that because literally today the commentators were so biased towards the Knicks. I'm like, why are you, bro? Genuinely, yeah. Please bring me Mike Green, man. I love
Yeah,
Mike Green.
this is
Mike Green is the goat, man. Why are we
this
having
is
game fucking one? Should be
this is
ESPN nothing rivalry. Sorry, go on.
this is why I listen to 98.5 on games that were on national TV because
Bro, this is why I listen to uh, NBC Sports Boston on every single given opportunity because I want Celtics bias, right? Obviously, only for my personal gain. Like for the rest of them, I don't care. They can watch the Knicks bias all they like, right? But whenever I watch for example, whenever I watch NBC Sports Boston, right? They're always defending the Celtics. Like obviously, because it's our station, right? It's our crew. But if I'm watching like let's say TNT and they're biased towards one side, what's the fucking point of me watching the game then? Because I'm just listening to commentators that are so biased towards the Knicks, and also right, and not just that. Do you remember? Do you remember when? Sorry. When it's just whenever Mike Green doesn't commentate, I don't listen because I just can't be arsed unless I have no choice. Unless it's the only station that's being played. I just I just can't be arsed, bro. Because honestly, I'm listening to stations like be so biased to one side. Be neutral, man. Be neutral. since the third quarter, like, oh, but the Knicks have to do this, the Knicks have to do that, bro. Just go commentate for the Knicks then. Fucking hell. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, bro. Go on. I just wanted to get the point across, man.
No, you're good. Hold on.
Joe, second half, you guys were shooting almost exclusively 3-pointers. I know you talk about take what the defense gives you, but were you satisfied with the shot selection in that second half?
Yeah, I mean, I think for the most part, obviously, over the course of the game, you always can find, 5, 10 shots that you want to be better at. But, I thought throughout the night, for the most part, we fought for good looks, throughout the game. But, yeah, you can find 5 to 10 that we can be better at.
And so after you guys go up 20, what changed in what they were doing to walk that lead down?
Yeah, I mean, I think we left some of their some of their pictures open. I think ran a small run by himself. So some personnel stuff. They really get out the transition off of some of our misses. I think they had a 5-0 run on offensive rebounds, just detailed stuff that we have to be better at. And I thought we missed, at that run, I thought we missed some good ones, and I thought there was obviously things that we can, fight to get better at.
Okay, before I continue with this press conference from Joe, he thought they missed some good ones.
He thought they missed some good shots.
I don't know. I'll give my thoughts about that after.
Okay, just take us through the end of overtime there. Taking a timeout with 3 seconds left. Were you thinking about taking it earlier in that situation, or did you want to kind of see how it played out?
No, regulation calling to take the time to the rest of the game. So I felt like we had speed on the field against us with 2 left. And as long as the pass was give us some change. Just a little thing, knowing that defensive line.
Yeah, what was what were you trying to do on the last play of overtime in terms of some additional percentage of play after half of the game?
Yeah, space. You're going to follow them to do it. Cut to catch and shoot. So just trying to create space. Few times we were able to
Joe Kristaps left.
Oh, here we go.
How is he doing, and how much did that affect what you guys wanted to do the rest of the game?
yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Check on it, but I mean, obviously, it impacts it.
No shit, Joe.
Obviously, changes some patterns and changes matchup lines. Play call, stuff like that.
This is just.
Joe, 19 for 20 shots in the third quarter. You take 20 free throws in the first half, and you make 6 in the second half of the time. Do you need to switch up sometimes when shots aren't going down? It seemed like no one was on. They kept it. It seemed like the more success was with.
To me, I look at the process of shot quality. So our shot quality is 9 points per game. Shot 1 more than shot 10, not very expensive shot. And so you have to take a look at the process of what we're trying to accomplish. So I do much better. Like I said, we don't need to take shots that we can make.
You scored 30 points in the last 22 minutes. I would say, is that just missed shots, that bad offense? Like, why did the offense shut down?
Probably a combination of both. To have better play calling.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Misses from three.
I feel like in that second half, on those 8 to 10 shots, you guys had to do differently in terms of maybe access.
That's the misses in the entire third. My bad.
Defense change.
God damn. Yeah.
Without watching it.
But I don't know. I mean, we can play the clip later because I don't know if I get copyright. But anyways, just let's talk about the game a bit more. Anyway, I don't really care the stream we copyright on. This is not the stream I even want to even put up there, but it's all good.
I don't think you're gonna get copyrighted on. I
It's all,
don't know.
it's all good, bro.
Because I know Jesse does the press conferences like after the game, but yeah.
No, I hear it. But bro, like it just baffles me. Like this is why I always say in sports, never take your foot off the gas. Never take your foot off the gas, because you just never know when this could just really slip away. Like bro, United are 3-0 up against Bilbao on Thursday, right? In the Europa League. We're up 3-0 on aggregate, yeah. We have a second game to play. If we let the 3-0 lead slip because we take our foot off the gas, then we ain't going to the final. It's as simple as. So Thursday so like I said, yeah. Fucking just bro. If your job, yeah, is to take 3 pointers all game, I'm not blaming the players. Because if that's Joe Mazzulla's tactics, I ain't blaming the players. I'm putting this on Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah.
But then again, if the players were just lazy to drive to the basket, then I blame that. I also blame it on Joe, because Joe was supposed to tell them, go to the basket, drive to the rim, get some buckets, bro. The basket that got us to overtime was Drew Holiday's two that got us to overtime. You play around the perimeter, force the Knicks out of the paint. Then you make runs into the paint, and then you score. Bro, it's not that hard. Drew Holiday made a darting run into the paint, and that's why he scored. But this is what I'm trying to say. When Knicks were in foul trouble, you're just even more upsetting. The Knicks were in foul trouble. Go look at Karl Anthony Towns, 4 fouls. Jalen Brunson, 3 or 4 fouls. Right? Was Josh Hart also on 4 fouls?
Brunson tonight had 4 fouls.
Bro, we should have attacked the fucking basket, man. We should have attacked the basket today. I thought once we scored that 3-pointer in the Knicks space, I was like, go on a run here. And then we just didn't. And then the Knicks kept tying the game, and then we forced overtime, and then they won the game. It just tells you though, like the Celtics under Joe Mazzulla have done this so many times. We've taken our foot off the pedal, we've taken our foot off the gas. We live and die by threes. We play down to competition, and that's what happens. Against the Knicks, we get too comfortable. We've gotten too, bro. Against the Denver Nuggets this year, we've gotten too comfortable as well at TD Garden. We almost lost that game. Against the Lakers, we were up by so much, and then they almost came back. The Celtics get too comfortable, bro. They take their foot off the gas, and they think the game's done. That's the one thing I've been noticing all year long, broski. That's the one thing I've noticed in the second half of the season. Yes, we won games, but we destroyed teams. We've taken our foot off the gas plenty of times, bro, and you know it as well. It's too often, but yeah. What are you saying though?
Hey, remind me. What happened last year when we lost home games in the playoffs? We lost 2 home games in the playoffs last year. What happened after that?
Bounce back.
Yeah. We just lost our first home game of the playoffs. What do you think is going to happen now?
Bounce back.
Bounce back. And
that's the message, bro. Bounce back. Pretty much.
To what Roster Stocks is saying, what was the coach saying? He thinks they missed some good ones.
He's just making excuses, bro. That's all he is.
He thinks
he's getting exposed for what he is. He's not a great head coach, in my opinion. I never thought he was a great head coach. He's a good head coach. He's a very, very good motivator. He's a good guy to have in the locker room.
I want to bring up something, and this just came from Sean Grandy himself on Twitter. If you don't mind me reading this.
It's okay. This is your show as well, bro.
This will come. This is via Sean Grandy on Twitter. This will come as no surprise to anyone. But the Celtics' 45 missed threes in Game 1 were the most in franchise history. Celtics' most missed threes, 45 against the Knicks tonight, 43 versus Oklahoma City March 12, 2025, 42 versus Memphis December 7, 2024, and then 42 versus Chicago, December 19th, 2024.
Sorry, say that again.
So this is the most missed threes that we've had in game one. This was the most in franchise history. We've had, because the last time we missed those many threes was March 12th of this year against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we missed 43 of them against Oklahoma City Thunder. 43.
Which game? This the TD Garden game or the
March 12th, March 12th, March 12th. I want to say,
okay, that's in TD Garden. I remember that.
yeah.
The first OKC.
All these missed threes were at TD Garden. 2 against the Eastern Conference, 2 against the Western Conference.
I found an interesting stat as well. That's why I was a bit off the. That's why I was a bit caught off guard. Sorry. I
Yeah.
found the stat. Shout out to Brie Marie. I'm sure she's one of the best Celtics fans out there.
She used to work for NBC Sports Boston, so she definitely knows it.
Celtics are now 54-4 when Drew Holiday scores 14 or more points. 54-4, which is crazy to even think about. He scored how many points? Can you say 16 points today?
16 points tonight.
Just 2 points. Off of
he goes on to post a picture. Sean Grandy, that being. So listen to this. This is from the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Celtics win shooting threes in the last 2 years. Above 32%. We are 112 and 18.
Say that again. Sorry.
When we are above 32%, we have 112 wins and 18 losses.
Wow. That's our 18th. That was our 18th loss tonight, wasn't it?
Yep. 32% or below. 13 wins, 21 losses. Now, Celtics effective field goal percentages last 2 years. Above 54%, 106 wins, 12 losses. 54% or below, 19 wins, 27 losses.
27 losses.
Above, below 50, 19 wins and 27 losses, below 54%.
And what was the percentage today downtown? 15%?
I believe so, yes. So that was below 54%.
Bro, this Celtics team needs to sort this shit out, man. Because I remember what was it, that Philly game in 2023 in game 1, right? We lost that game. Don't remember how many points we were up by, but we were up by somewhat. I think we were up by quite a lot of points, and then they came back and won, right? I can name you so many games under Joe Mazzulla that the Boston Celtics have given up whilst leading by so much. Do you remember that Atlanta Hawks game in the regular season last year? We were up by 30. I think that's the most the Celtics have ever lost in franchise history. That's the most we've ever lost in franchise history.
I'm trying to forget about that game.
We can forget about all we like, but it's gonna come back into our memory eventually. But this is just like, bro. I kid you not. I'll get to the comments in a bit. There's a lot of comments.
I'm actually reading them, and yeah.
Yeah. This is just, bro. Like, I'm not gonna panic now. Obviously, it's game 1. Yes, we're all in meltdown. Yes, we're all.
Question: do you think the Knicks were watching the Pacers Cavaliers game on Sunday afternoon?
I think everyone was.
The reason why I'm saying that
this guy, man, can't even spell New York properly, King. Nah, do one, bro. Nah.
King, what the heck?
King, you can do one, bro. You can't even spell New York properly, bro.
What the heck, King?
Nah, big up, bro. I'll see you at 2. I think we have the F1 stream, so I'll see you soon, bro.
I'm only saying that because minus the Rockets, which I know we were talking about when we do our NBA hoops stream, but minus the Rockets, Oklahoma City Thunder, as of right now, are the only top seeded teams that are actually winning at home.
Uh-huh.
So do you think the Knicks were watching the tape of the Celtics of when they lost to the Celtics the past 4 games and think like, you know what? If the Pacers can beat the Cavaliers in game 1, so can we.
Of course. No. That's true, bro. That's true. Like, I think Cleveland are going to come back and win the series anyways. But with the Celtics today, like, Donovan Mitchell also missed a lot of 3-pointers that day. And you know what, bro? You've kind of given me a bit of confidence now because, yes, Cleveland also bricked a lot of 3-pointers. And they missed Darius Garland as well.
Yes, and now they have multiple injuries. The Cavaliers have multiple injuries going into game 2.
Who's
Multiple.
Injured? Who's injured for the Cavs? Garland's out?
Mobley.
What?
I'm
Okay,
gonna have.
that is massive. Evan Mobley is massive. They can miss Darius Garland, but they can't miss Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley's the defensive player of the year.
I need to go look. I need to go look at this because somebody posted in the Celtics chat on Facebook. So I need to go look at
Yeah,
this.
no worries, man. No worries. People, make sure you guys are liking the video. If you're enjoying this meltdown, if you're enjoying the Celtics fan meltdown, like the video and subscribe, man. I mean, I'm close to 122.
Okay. Here we go. Few injury notes for the Cavs coming out of game 1. DeAndre Hunter dislocated his right thumb.
Okay.
Evan Mobley tweaked his left ankle. Both players will be listed as questionable for game 2. And Coach Kenny Atkinson, who by the way won Coach of the Year tonight,
Big up to him. Fair play.
said
even though I think it should have been JB Bickerstaff. Sorry.
Yeah.
JB Bickerstaff.
Kenny Atkinson said there is concerns about their status for tomorrow's game. You know what that means, right? If Garland's out, if Hunter's out, if Mobley's out, Pacers are going back to Indiana up 2-0. There's no doubt about that.
I actually think Cleveland's going to win this game because even though, yes, they do have Garland now, right? I don't know. Actually, will he play? You think he'll play or he's out? He's confirmed out.
I think he's questionable, but I think he'll
play. I think he'll play. The Cavs need him. He'll eventually play. But Evan Mobley, they can keep out. They have Jarrett Allen. They still have some good rebounders. I reckon they'll be okay.
Yeah. Update in Oklahoma City. I know this is a Celtics rant, but update in Oklahoma City. The OKC Thunder up 102-93 with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
102-93 with 7 minutes left in the fourth.
Yep.
I think it's not over. This game's not over yet, unless still.
And if Denver wins tonight, this will be the third top team to lose game number 1.
Shout out to Johnny. You don't have to say our full names, but big up to you, bro.
Yeah, he does that to Jesse, so I don't know.
Well, shout out to you anyways, man. Yeah, tough loss for the Celtics, bro. Confused if he's a Knicks fan or a Celtics fan, but whatever, it is what it is. Sup, Strasburg Steve, man. Big up to you, bro. It's been a while since we talked. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing well as well in America. Celtics lost. Yes, bro. Celtics didn't lose. They crashed down to earth. That's what they did. They didn't lose. They crashed down to earth. That's what happened. 45. Yep. Jeez, bro. 45 missed threes, Yep. Facts. 45 missed threes. Embarrassing. It's only game 1, though. Facts. It is only game 1, though. I agree with that. It is only game 1. And we still have time to come back. Because we still have a fully fit team. I know Porzingis is going to come back next game. He is. Apparently in illness tonight. He'll still come back next game.
Joe Mazzulla is hoping that he comes back for game 2, but I don't think that's the...
Johnny, we all will be pissed off, bro. Johnny, we all will be pissed off, man.
I know Jesse will, because he might have to go. He's contemplating about going to game 2 on Wednesday now.
Live as well. He was pissed.
He was.
I don't know. You were there as well. I saw your what do you call your name in the? Yeah, big up Rasta, bro. Shout out, my G. Shout out, bro. We'll catch up on Thursday. What's the coach saying? Yeah, we played it. I ain't gonna get into it too much. Just excuses galore right now, I guess.
Ooh.
So
Who's number 5 for Oklahoma?
is that Jalen Williams or is that
Cause,
Dort?
Cause whoever it is, he's down on. Oh nope, it's Doy. He's down on the court, holding his head,
Ooh.
and Jokic kind of. Sorry, I know this is a Celtics stream, but I'm also watching the game as well. He kind of elbowed Dort in the head by accident.
Don't sweat it, bro. That'll be a flagrant foul for sure.
Yeah,
But then
but
again, like it's resilience mentality. The Celtics can catch it. If the Celtics can do it next game, we can do it. If we can't, then goodbye. I
but
guess.
the moral of everything that I was saying at the beginning of this
Yeah.
whole entire thing, if you're up 20, okay,
Mm.
if you're up 20 and you know the Knicks are about to pack, do not let off the gas.
I hope the Celtics will learn now, because if we do go up 20 again in game two, right? Do you hopefully fucking learn from this? Please, don't take your foot off the gas. Close the game out. 7 minutes left to go to the third. Do you know what I've noticed this season, bro, Justin? The Celtics, right, in the third quarter have gone quiet every time. And do you remember, like I said, do you remember games against the Lakers, against the Nuggets, against Cavaliers, against what do you call, against what was it, Atlanta last year, Cleveland last year, bros? I can name you so many games the Celtics have been up big and they failed to close games out because they take their fucking foot off the pedal. Guys, it's not that hard. Please attack the basket. They were in foul trouble. I think we were in the bonus as well, if I'm not mistaken. So we kind of got bailed out by free throws, I guess. But anyways, big up the Knicks, man. They fucking got their game won. Like, shout out to them. They play basketball. They had the basketball IQ down the stretch. We just built a brick house. Celtics just built a brick house, and the Knicks play basketball. It's pretty simple, bro. The Knicks just played basketball, and we just didn't. The Knicks were smart. They played smart. They took the easy route down. They drove to the basket. When they were getting close, they kept driving to the basket.
Yeah,
Honestly, bro, we got lucky with the turnovers at the end, man. The Knicks turnovers at the end. We got lucky, and then we just caught up, and we took it to overtime. But we should have, right? We should have not taken this many 3-pointers, man. That was embarrassing. Genuinely, bro, it was embarrassing. We should have driven to the basket, taking the ball to the like I said, taking the ball to the rim, attacked the basket, and we could have won the game, bro. We could have closed the game out. We could have, bro. Even if we won by 5, even if the Knicks came back and took the lead, right? Yeah, we still if we could go win by 5 at the end, fine. You've learned from your mistakes in the game, and you clutched up and you won.
I
Let me tell
will say the injury report's gonna look mighty good, mighty interesting for tomorrow.
which one's the Celtics injury report.
The Celtics injury report, yes,
I
24 hours.
It'll just be Porzingis and Sam Hauser. I think Drew Holiday is okay. Drew Holiday looks fine. I think Drew Holiday looks fine. I think Jaylen Brown might be on the injury report, but Jason Tatum should be okay. Derek White should be okay. I think everyone else should be okay. It's just Jaylen
I
Brown.
think it's just like you said. I think it's just gonna be those three: Hauser, Porzingis, and Brown.
But I think Jaylen Brown will play. I think he'll end up playing. But tough loss tonight. We'll take it on the chin and we'll move on. But you got any more to say? And you got anything to rant about, or anything to at least discuss? Because I can discuss anything with you tonight, bro. Honestly, I'm sure there's a lot more we can say.
There's a lot more we can say, but it's only game one.
Yeah,
We've lost. This is actually our first game one loss at home. We've lost game twos at home, and we went on to win. Okay, Akifin, when we lost game 3 in Orlando, what happened the next 2 games?
we lost. We won games 3 and 4. We won games 4 and 5. Sorry.
Right, we won games 4 and 5. So I told Jesse this on the live stream, and I know you were there. There is no way we are gonna lose another game. Well, we are, but we're not going to lose back to back at home.
I fear it might not be Celtics in 5 anymore, though. That's
No,
what
it's
I
not
think.
Celtics in 5. It's not Celtics in 5. It's going to be either Celtics in 6 or Celtics in 7.
I think it'll be 6. I think it'll be Celtics in 6 because I'm more worried about what we do in New York. We can lose next game. We can lose next game. I still think we can come back from 0-2 down.
Which, by the way, if anybody's wondering, that Saturday game is now a 3:30 p.m. Eastern start because they want Timberwolves and Warriors to be the primetime game on ABC.
Wait. You're saying the Knicks? You're saying the Celtics Knicks in Game 4 is at 3:30 p.m. on a Sunday?
No, that's a game 3 for Knicks Celtics.
Game 3.
3:30 p.m. Eastern start.
On a Saturday night.
On a Saturday afternoon, my time, yes.
Wow.
Because
Celtics,
they got Timberwolves and Warriors as the primetime game for ABC.
Broski, 2:30 a.m. for me, man. I might as well pack my bags for America at this rate. You know what I'm saying? I might as well, man. I might as well I might as well fly over there. You know what I'm saying? Got my visa ready and everything.
Yeah. Kane's right. Can we bring up Kane's
Yeah.
comment?
No, I think we're healthy. It's just today they just didn't turn up, bro. They were just lazy down the stretch. I don't think it was health. I think Porzingis was just a bit sick, but I have concerns about Porzingis. Like, why is he missing so many games? What illness does he have? And why has he been playing so poorly in the playoffs? Down the final stretch of the regular season, I thought he was doing all right. I thought he was doing fine. I thought he'd been playing his best basketball in so long, and he just didn't turn up in the playoffs so far. I just think he's been attacked very, very easily, I guess.
Watch. This injury report's gonna say Kristaps Porzingis, non-COVID illness. Like, can we please get rid of the non-COVID thing, please?
I don't know, man, because I think COVID is not. It should be non-contact, regardless of what you think of it. I think COVID's like, it's over now, obviously, but
it's been 5 years, people.
It's been 5 years. I hear it, but still, like, it should still be non-contact, regardless, even if you have it, like. But regardless of whatever it is, bro, like, I just want to know, like, what's your solution for Game 2 now? Let's forget about all this. What's your solution now for Game 2? What's your overall feeling ahead of Game 2? What do you think we need to do? Obviously, we have to win, but what do we need to do in order to win? Like, are we gonna?
I don't know. Go. I don't know. Go to the paint.
Attack the basket more. Do you know what?
Yeah.
You know what I'll tell you about this next game, yeah? I'll tell you about this next game. I have a really good feeling the Celtics are not gonna take a single first half 3-pointer next game. It's gonna be like Game 5 of the Magic game again, where we don't take a 3-pointer in the first half, and we go all out in the second half, and we blow the Knicks out.
And
we
one
win.
And one more thing, Peyton Pritchard needs to wake the fuck up.
He does. Facts, bro. He's been awful this playoff. Since he's won the Sixth Man of the Year, he's been awful, bro. Genuinely, he's been awful.
You know he's like, okay, yay, I won Sixth Man of the Year, yay. Okay, now time for me to pack up for the summer.
Embarrassing. Otherwise, don't bother playing for the rest of the season. Honestly, it's gonna happen. You might as well play a 5-man rotation if it's gonna be like this. Honestly.
At this point, you might as well have just given that Sixth Man of the Year award, and I don't want to say this, but you might as well just given that Sixth Man of the Year award to Ty Jerome.
Or Malik Beasley. Nah, but to be fair, I'm still happy that a Boston Celtic won it. It's not going to play into effect of what's going to happen, but I just don't like the way he's been playing. Although, look, I'll say this, right? I know there'll be one game where Peyton Pritchard steps in and be like, he's gonna drop a statement like he's back. I don't know what's off with him lately. I don't know why he's missing so many shots, but I reckon there'll be a game where he'll come back, and he will just pop off. Like, he will just get all his points stacked up.
I mean, what is he waiting for? What is he waiting for? When we get to Madison Square Garden?
I hope so, because I need him to turn up at Madison Square Garden. I need everyone to turn up at Madison Square Garden, because Tatum knows he needs to turn up there. that's where he's been his best performances all season.
Okay,
I think
but
at Madison
don't
Square Garden, he's been his best.
okay, but don't they understand that they need to turn up at TD Garden first before they go to Madison Square Garden?
I think, do you know what it'll be? I think it'll be Celtics. I think Celtics will take game 2. We'll win game 3. We'll win game 3. Lose game 4. Win game 5 and win game 6. That's what I think will happen. I think it'll be. I think it will split. I think we'll split home court advantage in these 2 games. I think the Knicks will take 1 game at home. We'll take 1 game at Madison Square Garden. We'll take 1 more game at home. We'll take 1 game at TD Garden. We'll take another one at TD Garden, and we'll take 1 at Madison Square Garden and finish in 6.
Yeah,
Or even 7. I see this going to 7. Because the last
It's
time
very-
the Celtics lost game, the last time the Boston Celtics lost game 1, it went to a game 7.
Mm-hmm.
The last time the Celtics lost game 1, right, was 2023 against the Miami Heat. We went to game 7. We were 3-0 down.
Right. That's because we lost. Like you said, we lost the first 3 games.
We lost to Philly in game 1. I went to a
And
game
went-
7.
Went 7.
Look, the season it's going to be a long series. Like we can be miserable all we like, but I'm not going to worry too much right now.
I'm not miserable. I mean, I know people who spent their hard-earned money to go to tonight's game are miserable because they didn't expect any of that.
I genuinely feel bad for all Celtics fans out there. Like generally, I feel bad for all Celtics fans out there who are gonna expect the win, because you know why, right? Including myself and including you, because bro, when we were up 20, I was like, you know what, bro, this game's swinging to our favor. You might as well just close it out now. Don't give up any stupid point. I was like, you know what?
Yeah, I heard the crowd. Sorry to interrupt you for a second, but I heard the crowd like boo when the Knicks was going like, well,
When did they boo again? Sorry.
when Celtics were lining up and the Knicks were down by 6.
Bro, I'll say this, right? The Celtics crowd, the TD Garden crowd today, yeah. Like I said, I almost feel bad for them because we were so close to nicking game 1. So close to nicking game 1. I don't get like why we take our foot off the pedal this early, but listen. We're gonna have to bounce back next game. We can be miserable all we like. I know you're not miserable, but I am, right? And a lot of Celtics fans out there, like, I think the crowd went quiet early in the fourth. Once the Knicks cut it to like single digits, I was like, you know what? It's okay. I'm not gonna worry too much now because we can go ahead. But then when they cut it to 6-4, then 2 other oh shit, okay. Now we have to get serious. Didn't turn out that way. The Celtics bottled game 1. I say bottled because that's the term that British people like to use, and I like to use it as well. They bottled it. They bottled it today. They've completely bottled it today. In game 1, they've completely thrown it away. It is what it is. But you got anything more to say, bro? You want to add anything before you close out?
Nope.
Win game 2 is all I say, and I'm sure you're saying the same. Win game 2.
Yeah, I got nothing to add after that.
But yeah, people, we're gonna close out. I know you men are enjoying the meltdown in the comments. I know you rivals are enjoying the meltdown in the comments or whatever it is, wherever you're watching from. I know you're enjoying. But bless up for watching. Hope you guys have a great night. If you're in America, wherever you are, if you're in Asia, have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, it's officially Tuesday in America right now.
It's already Tuesday for me, 11:04 a.m. But yeah, we're gonna close out, people. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm so close to 225 subs, just 1 sub away, 6 subs away from 230. People, I've been uploading some YouTube shorts, some challenges, I'll be uploading more today, maybe potentially. I'll be going live with King for the F1 soon, so make sure you guys do stay tuned to that. Thanks, Justin, for hopping on, bro, and thanks for taking the time off your night to talk to me today. And we'll definitely catch up again, I think, in after game 2. I think we'll go back live after game 2. So once the game 2s are all done, we'll recap game 2. Big up, bro. And like, share, subscribe, people. We're out. Take care. Celtics, sort your fucking shit out in game 2. We're out.